Hey everyone, welcome back to another intense police chase video. Today, I'm taking you through how a simple pursuit can spiral into complete chaos. Get ready, because where speed and disaster collide, it's an experience like no other. Brace yourself for heart-stopping chases, mind-blowing stunts, and non-stop action that'll keep you glued to the screen. Are you ready to dive into the thrill? You and I know that police officers can be both good and bad. But what happens when officers break the very rules they are meant to uphold? Something similar unfolded in this case. On June 6, 2023, during a routine patrol, a Seminole County deputy clocked a vehicle speeding at 80 miles per hour in a 45 miles per hour zone on Florida Avenue. But this wasn't just any speeder. It was 35-year-old Alexander Shauni, an Orlando police officer, driving a marked police SUV in full uniform. When the deputy signaled for Shauni to stop, he initially refused to comply, weaving through traffic to avoid the deputy. Eventually, he pulled over at the intersection of State Road 434 and Hammock Lane.
This one or this one?
Yeah, 11070. Pull over.
During the stop, the situation escalated. When questioned about his excessive speed, Shauni angrily responded,
3113 to 313.
What? I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
Because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going to work for?
What does it look like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and I see your driver's license.
No.
The deputy explained he was speeding, but Shauni refused to hand over his driver's license. Instead, he returned to his SUV and drove away.
City, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be...
Shauni now faces serious charges, including reckless driving, resisting an officer, and fleeing from law enforcement. On Friday, he turned himself into the Seminole County Jail and was released on a $9,000 bond. The chase took place on Wednesday, May 10, 2023, when law enforcement activated their sirens, attempting to stop a Jeep driven by a suspect in a series of vehicle burglaries.
Guys, don't start the box. He's trying to avoid a box himself. You don't want to get hit by him.
Ignoring police orders, the driver continued to flee, evading officers in a high-speed pursuit. The suspect underestimated the resolve of Florida's dedicated law enforcement officers, who were determined to bring the chase to an end.
That's your over off now. Lost one big tire, he went down in the cruiser. Go southbound. That will wreck the tire, full southbound.
After a prolonged pursuit, the officers executed a tactical maneuver, causing the Jeep to lose control and roll over.
74, overturn. Coming up to Cover Road, overturn, start EMS.
Despite the suspect's previous actions, officers showed professionalism and compassion, assisting him from the vehicle. He was injured in the crash, and law enforcement ensured he received medical attention, accompanying him to the nearest hospital.
Right turn or is this your next?
On Sunday, February 26, 2023, Troop D Communications advised Post 1 troopers that Henry County police officers were pursuing an orange Dodge Challenger near mile marker 221 on I-75 North. When the troopers saw the Dodge Challenger approaching, he activated his siren and joined the pursuit, which became the primary unit for about 229 miles. The driver was weaving in and out of traffic at high speed. Around 230 mile 5, the driver slowed down for the motorcycles in the left lane. The trooper performed a precision immobilization technique, pit, spinning the Challenger 180 degrees to a stop in the left lane. The driver fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended by Lieutenant Carey and Deputy Davis from the Clayton County Sheriff's Office. The suspect, later identified as Nathan James Rogers, was handcuffed and placed in a patrol car. Nathan James is now going for a long walk. St. Louis, Missouri, May 28, 2021, started like any other day, but quickly turned into a dramatic chase that would leave a mark on the city. Police tried to pull over 32-year-old Darn Ricks in connection to an armed robbery.
You're right. Fuck, alright. Tell him he just crashed. Are they still behind it? How far ahead of him are they?
But instead of stopping, Ricks sped off. He drove erratically, speeding through neighborhoods with children nearby, reaching over 100 miles per hour.
Eastbound. We're eastbound right now on Chippewa.
Sector 12, copy.
Tell him we're coming up to Pennsylvania. His car's down.
When was the robbery?
We're at Pennsylvania now. Tell him the car's down. He's
on
gonna run.
Pennsylvania. Car's going about 5 miles per hour. He's on the bail.
Enter car, that vehicle is now northbound on Pennsylvania from Chippewa, 1803.
Now we're eastbound behind the 2900 block of...
His escape ended when he crashed on Nebraska Avenue, but Ricks wasn't done.
North on Nebraska.
He got out and opened fire on officers. One officer returned fire, and as Ricks ran, the officer fired more shots, trying to stop him. After a brief foot chase, Ricks was caught in a nearby alley.
He's over with a black handgun. It's through the yards here. You want to no longer have eyes? To the ground right now! 2-1, I got him in custody. Show me your fucking hands! Right now!
Advisor 1, starting EMS. Get cars up there and get 100.
One officer was grazed by a bullet, but was released from the hospital later that day. Ricks wasn't hurt. In March 2023, Ricks pled guilty to firing at officers. He was sentenced to 21 years for the shooting, plus 10 more for a robbery.
I'm in the...
Police body cam footage captures the intense, high-speed chase of James Skirvin, who allegedly struck a person with his vehicle. The pursuit escalates dangerously before Skirvin crashes, leading to his arrest and serious charges on February 15, 2024. It all started when James Skirvin, a 34-year-old man, allegedly ran over a person with his vehicle. As officers responded to the scene, Skirvin fled, leading police on a high-speed chase through city streets.
In the driver's seat. You guys be careful, he's got a long gun. Don't touch that. We'll start E4 threshold.
The chase intensified as Skirvin swerved through traffic, reaching dangerous speeds and showing no signs of stopping. Officers followed closely, maintaining a safe distance as they tried to bring the pursuit to an end. At one point, the suspect lost control of his truck. Watch closely as the vehicle skids off the road and crashes into a police car, momentarily halting the pursuit. Despite the crash, Skirvin continued to resist, but officers were quick to act, apprehending him at the scene. Skirvin was arrested and later indicted on 1 count of felonious assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of domestic violence. This high-speed chase serves as a stark reminder of the dangers officers face on a daily basis as they protect and serve their communities. Thankfully, no officers or civilians were seriously injured during the pursuit. On October 20th, 2022, U.S. Marshals requested Indiana's help in apprehending murder suspect Erwin M. Robertson. Agents surveyed a residence on Ann Bogan Road in Gwinnett County, Georgia, while Corporal Munoz and I staged GA-20. We saw Robertson get into his 2022 Dodge Ram and began to follow him.
I gotta get him stopped. Right here.
Troopers located the vehicle at GA-20 and Stanley Street and attempted a serious traffic stop. When Robertson ran away, the trooper performed a pit maneuver to stop him. He continued to drive recklessly on GA-20 by driving erratically and endangering the public.
Notice Officer B. Careful.
The trooper made a second pit maneuver, but Robertson fought back and continued to drive. As he approached the intersection of GA-20 and Semple Road, he ran a red light and collided with another vehicle before coming to a stop, which seriously damaged the other car.
Samples Road, crossing across Samples Road. 1050 Samples.
Robertson got out of the car and fled on foot. After a brief foot pursuit, he turned and surrendered. The trooper covered him while Corporal Munoz handcuffed him. U.S. Marshals took Robertson into custody. On June 13th, 2023, On the wet roads of U.S. Highway 67, Jordan Dock saw a bad drunk who did not care about his life or others. I think he wants to play some dangerous game with the troopers. He stops to give Trooper a moment of joy, but when Trooper tries to get out of his car, the Camaro driver decides to run instead of turning around.
Ebola has been added to the list.
To increase your knowledge, let me tell you that wet road is very slippery, due to which the tire starts to slip a lot, which increases the chances of accidents. But if our brave officers had cared for their lives, we might not have been able to live comfortably today. Jordan pulled away for a moment as the trooper began to fly his Dodge Charger with no regard for his own life.
Clear your left lane.
The chase went into slow mode for a while as the weather worsened and the rain intensified, and no one will want to miss out on this great opportunity.
Let me know. I'm going to back here for 12.
Trooper gave the Camaro a light but spicy pit trick, due to which he becomes quite weak.
Okay, just keep running on. There's a bridge before you get to Barter Farms, between the 12 and the Barter Farms on Subspector, that bridge.
How difficult is this pursuit as easy as you think it is? He stops to trick the trooper again and cunningly activates the backlight just as he is about to stop. But Trooper Jordan Dock didn't want to be a fool again. Even a flat tire and another TVI pushed him into a ditch.
Show me your fucking hands! Show me your fucking hands! Show me your fucking hands! Keep your hands up and get out the vehicle now! Get out the vehicle!
The driver, Dustin Sackwell, was arrested. Inside the car, a small amount of marijuana. Sackwell now faces felony, eluding, and other charges. It started as a suspicious call to Marion County deputies. When they arrived at 59th Street, they found 41-year-old James Brady lying in a field. Brady openly admitted to using drugs and even told deputies to lock their doors.
Lock the doors, we're on full quarantine!
Claiming he liked stealing cars.
Where are y'all to?
But what happened next took them by surprise.
What's going on? We don't really have any PC for anything at this point. Yeah. Is your car locked? No. Whose car is that? I just locked it. Hey! Hey!
Without warning, Brady sprinted toward a nearby patrol car, got inside and drove off, taking the cruiser and everything in it, including a rifle. A full-blown chase began.
6585 behind. OPD, we're westbound 10th Street.
Westbound 10th Street.
You can get a pin on that car, get a pin on that car.
with deputies and Ocala police officers pursuing him through city streets.
Come on. 50-80.
I'm behind it. I'm going to try and pit, Marion.
I'm trying to fit.
Okay, pit. 200 and okay.
The pursuit ended near Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue thanks to a perfectly executed pit maneuver. Brady was taken into custody without further incident.
I'll go. Gentlemen, I told the cops twice. These guys showed up, and I think the cops were false.
And no injuries were reported. James Brady now faces a long list of charges, including grand theft of a motor vehicle and aggravated battery on a law enforcement officer. Safe to say, stealing a cruiser wasn't his best idea.